I'm Teresa Matic with Resource Investing News. I'm down at the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference. Here with me today is Gianni Kovacevic, author of My Electrician Drives, a Porsche, and chairman of Copperbank Resources. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
So your book is very positive on the long-term outlook for copper. Do you have any concerns about long-term copper demand?
No, I don't. For an investment time horizon, with the short term we can't predict, particularly with so much noise in the market, and you have these other events that can happen in the world that push markets up and down. But when you talk about a medium or long-term horizon, which is what I have, and to me that means something of maybe 1 to 3 years out. I'm very positive on the outlook of copper based on fundamentals.
Okay, and what do you say to investors looking at the weak copper price right now?
The price right now has been moved down for various reasons, not the least of which is the collapse in the oil price. So when you look at the commodity indexes, they're heavily weighted to oil, but they're also partially weighted to copper and other commodities. So they're falling in sympathy with the oil price. On top of that, you have people, market participants, that take advantage of these opportunities. So it's their, let's say, time to extenuate the price move down or up. And right now it's a one-way trade down. It seems to have solidified. So if you look back at the around January 16, 17, we have the China State Grid announced another $69.8 billion capital investment for more electrical infrastructure. And to me, that's not coincident. I think the price falling enables them to perhaps acquire more key supplies like copper, and then they announce to the market that they're doing the capital expenditure.
Okay, and in terms of investment strategy, your book makes some allusion to Copperbank's strategy. What other approaches do you think are valuable for investors to take towards copper?
Yeah, that's a good question. People ask me, what are you doing to have exposure to copper? So I speak at conferences all over the world, and I've been an investor in copper for over a decade now, and it's typically in exploration companies or development companies. We don't get rewarded for exploration in this market, so I lean myself to honing pounds in the ground. So I want to have maximum optionality to pounds in the ground for the medium to long term. So you have small price movements that would really offer a lot of torque or a lot of leverage to those pounds. Now, such a company did not exist, so me and a group of very patient medium to long term copper investors created our own company, and that company is Copperbank Corp, which is a transactional depository of established copper projects.
Okay, and are there any other commodities that you're excited about?
Yeah, I like any kind of commodity that is considered green. Any commodity that is environmental, and to me, copper is of course the leading indicator there. But I also like PGMs, meaning platinum and palladium. So the hard part about platinum and palladium is how do you invest in it? It's either a Russian-focused or South African-focused production, or very seldom do you find a deposit of high quality and high merit. So I like platinum and palladium, and I also like, I'm invested, for full disclosure, in a company called Wellgreen Platinum, which is in the Yukon, 19 million ounces of PGMs, an equivalent amount of equivalent sort of nickel and copper, and they have a PEA coming out shortly. So I have exposure to that company, and I think that's an interesting opportunity for myself.
Okay, and aside from Copperbank and Wellgreen, are there any other companies in the junior space that you have your eye on?
No, I have a very core focus. So my book is now going to take me around the world to educate people on why this industry is so important. As you know, the book is sort of written as a novel to where a younger electrician enlightens his family doctor that everything up here is either grown or mined. And that's going to be many speaking engagements I'm going to have around the world. And of course, from a business focus, I only work with Copperbank. So I'm the executive chairman of the company. It's my day-to-day business, and we look to have a very exciting year, building accretive wealth for our shareholders.
Thanks for joining me, Gianni.
Thanks for having me.
Copperbank trades on the CSE under the symbol CBK. For Resource Investing News, I'm Teresa Matic.